opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Montgomery back to the ground. Trucks over it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. A Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This defense for the Bears much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Pierce gets this one running right. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. The big story all week, Texans coach Lovie Smith making his return to Chicago. Lovie, of course, the coach of the Bears from 04 to 2012. And he was at the helm when the Bears won that NFC title in 2006. Wound up 81-63 during his tenure here in the Windy City. Then he would have that pit stop down in Tampa and then come back to the state of Illinois as a head coach. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. And again back to Komet.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mills. Gets the dump off to Pierce. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. A good pickup there at 22.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 17, Mills. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He got that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may have some points on the board when this drive is over.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's a sloppy beginning for them. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start. And against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Cole Kmet starting to look like the 2nd-round pick Chicago made in 2020, catching 60 passes for over 600 yards. Both of those are the most for a Bears tight end since 2014. Certainly hoping to build on those numbers this season with plays like that.
Fields on 1st down. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Touchdown, Chicago! Chase Claypool. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Mills on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw again on second down. Mills. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone. And that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They go again with Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
67 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 41, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, Fields throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Called on a very strong gain of 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, it's Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of his 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Mills. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. It's caught left side by Cooks. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first. Mills again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce from 10 yards out. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mills swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take over at the 41. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct it.
Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From the 31, Mills. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it doesn't really matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in